Welcome, everybody, to Cup with Gup on this January 4th, 2022. Beautiful Tuesday evening here. We are going to get into a little bit of the football recap. Not really, just talk about wildcard weekend, power ranks, that kind of stuff very quickly. Then we will go to the PGA Tournament of Champions deep dive update from the Smash Factor. If you missed it, it is out. We are back, full-fledged PGA. Looking forward to the season. Right now, use the code CUP, get 20% off any package, includes a 7-day risk-free trial. Come check it out this week. Get a little college football, NFL, NBA, golf. Check out the tools, the optimizers. If you don't like it within 7 days, cancel. You never get charged. No risk, no harm, no foul there. Listener League is up. It is in the description. Click it. 3 max, 500 to first, limited rate, flat payouts. 300 total entries. Get in now. Like and subscribe to us on YouTube. In the comment sections, leave the word diamond, and that will get you into a drawing. I'm going to give away a diamond level, not membership, but DK level, rewards level. Being the level I am, the highest level up there, you can give away one free 3-month diamond level, so you'll get all the rewards that the diamond level gets. I decided to give it away to a loyal follower, sub, all the above. There'll be many ways to get into the drawing. I'm going to give it away probably Super Bowl weekend or the Smash Factor right after that, which should be second weekend of February, something like that. That way it'll go all the way through the Masters and all that kind of stuff. You'd probably use a lot of it then and get those rewards and those coin boosts and stuff like that. Another way to get in is rate and review on iTunes. Be sure to leave the word diamond in there somewhere, or your DK handle. That way I can find you, get a hold of you if you are the winner. Monkey Knife Fight and Underdog. The links are in the description. Both have dollar for dollar match up to $100. I will have my PGA plays out for both tomorrow on the Cup with Gup final thoughts for the Tournament of Champions. And a side note on Underdog, they do have their best ball playoff, the gauntlet up, $1 million in prizes, $200K to first. If you want to go check that out, I'll talk a little bit more about that on the NFL pods as well this week, as we are 1 week away from the playoffs. Football power ranking. Normally I do power rankings on Tuesday. I really don't do power rankings this last week because in theory, the power rankings adjust week to week because I'm gauging where I feel the teams are and using that to handicap the game, stuff like that. So many different issues this week with players sitting out, maybe because of their season's done and over. Then you get like Baker, he's not going to play this week. Kind of figured that. A lot of that happens, and a lot of people may only play half a game. All that kind of stuff. I'm more focused on what games can I find this week to find a good handicapping in. I released 4 NFL plays today, crossing the fingers on the COVID issues, but all these games have potential impact to the playoffs. So I'm going to hope that the teams are being as careful as they can be. And that's my focus once we get to this time and beyond for the playoffs. Super Wildcard Weekend. If you're not familiar, now we have 6 games on Wildcard Weekend with 14 teams making the playoffs now. Only 1 team in each division will have a bye week. So Saturday will be a 2-game slate starting at 4:35. Sunday, this will be a week from now. Sunday will be a 3-game slate starting at 1:05. So that'll kind of be like a Turkey Day slate, I bet, what DraftKings does. And then Monday will be a 1-game showdown starting at 8:15. Those are all Eastern times. So next will be fun. Full golf tournament, full field golf tournament, 156 guys. This week, obviously, only 38 now that Cam Champ had to withdraw, testing positive. And then full wild card weekend. It'd be fun times going there. While you guys are here, PGA Tournament of Champions deep dive update. Course, weather, really nothing changed. I mean, they've had some more rain the last 30 days than usual, so maybe a hair soft, but this week looks perfect. Looks great. Have no concerns, no issues. First run of ownership and stuff I did tonight. Put out the deep dive article and rankings up on the site. Trending to be the highest zone right now in no specific order. Sungjae, Burns, Shoffley, JT, and Berger are currently the top 5 projected for me. And they're all going to be very tight up there, so they could flip and flop by tomorrow when I do finals. And then we even get a little bit Thursday morning. So because of Hawaii, it'll be a late start, so we'll have to pay attention, make sure there's no COVID last minute stuff as well. Potential sleepers, low owned in the first run for me that I like. KH Lee, I talked about him yesterday. Min Price, kind of figured he'd be low owned. And low owned this week's going to be around that 10%, 5 to 10% number, just because there's only 38 guys now. So, you're not going to see too many, like one, we always get like 0.5%, 1%. I think the lowest you'll see is 3 or 4% per se. And these guys aren't necessarily the lowest, but the ones that I like the ownership, plus I still like their upside. Kisner is a guy, number 2. That's a guy I talked about yesterday, another 6K guy. Has had okay showings here, as high as 9th in the last 6 years, 17th and 14th. I figured he'd be low. He's not high in my rankings, but again, at 6K, if he comes in and brings one of those top 12 or 13 finishes, he talks about, he likes playing places where he can get money. This is guaranteed money no matter what, but, length isn't everything here. So if he can get a hot putter and get rolling, kind of like him this week. He's one of the better putters on Bermuda in the field. Brooks, we knew about. He's going to be one of the lowest owned from 8,000 and above. It's really a risk reward there. Watching social media, I guess, and seeing how tuned in he is, it's always a risk reward with him. But again, like I talked about yesterday, if he's going to be 8 to 10%, I at least want the field average or a little more. Matsu, right now, he's not below 10, but he's not much higher for me right now. I got him in that 11 to 14% range. I don't know how much last year will weigh on people. We talked about that a little bit on the Smash Factor. But stat-wise, he's got a 2nd and a 4th here outside of the last year's DFL. So I'll go back to him at a sub 15% in this kind of field for sure. And then Answer. Mentioned him yesterday. I like the way, he never doesn't, he's not sexy in any way, shape, or form when you're looking at his golf game. But man, has he gotten better and better last year. Probably, if Burns hadn't come on like he is, him and Burns probably were 2 of the biggest that took big steps last year. He finished 7th at Mayakoba. Burns finished 7th at Houston. So I like some decent recent form. 17th there last year. So unlike Burns, he has seen the course, knows a little bit about it. I mentioned yesterday, he's 5th in DK scoring, par 5, 5th in birdie or better, 4th in opportunities inside 18 feet. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Deep dive, he moved up for me. I really like him. He's looking good. Lower owned. I'll have some answer. Hopefully he stays in that 15% or less range. Monday redo. Normally this will be a little bit bigger segment because we have bigger field to digest and talk about. This week, probably, redo per se. Cantley, I didn't talk about him too much. A lot. I mean, I think he'll go lower owned than what we would think because of the big layoff. He's had decent results here, 15th, 13th, 4th, but at his price, he's going to be a guy that's right on the verge for me on whether I want to play some of him or not. Would like to see a little bit of maybe press conference or something like that. I don't know how much we'll get of that over in Hawaii, but he's a guy I didn't really talk a bunch about. Finau's another guy I didn't talk a lot about. 8K, 9th and the 31st here, so mixed results. Finished the year okay. He's not popping any big stats. I think he'll go on the radar, but at 8,000, I guess, if he's in that 15% range too, a guy that just can show up in top 5 events, top 10, historically long ways, I think he could do some of the things will be advantageous for his game, but, he just hadn't done it real well here, and this is only his 3rd time since 2016. He's going to be in that range for us where there's a lot of other people around him. So he will be in probably that 15% or less, potentially could go that route. Didn't talk about him a lot. And then kind of the Monday redo would be for me on the other side would be Reed. I haven't listened to a ton of pods today. I have listened to a good majority. We'll finish up tonight and in the morning are the ones I care to listen to. He's way more popular and talked about than I thought he would be. He's not going to pop in any models. I got him in that top 10 in ownership right now in the whole field. I get it. 7,900, makes sense, especially for his, when you look at what he's done here, he has had good showings here. We talked about that, a 2nd, a 6th, a 2nd, but he's also had a 25th, a 21st. He's a guy that I don't know I want to eat a chalky read in this situation. So he's one we'll monitor and talk about a little bit more on final thoughts. The guys I'm staying strong on that I haven't really moved off from one day to another is Bryson, Spieth, Cam Davis, and Gooch. Those are guys that still think I'll have plenty of, and we'll alter anything tomorrow if I'm changing on them. I'll talk about a little bit on the final thoughts and of course in the premium member content we got out there. Tuesdays will normally be this deep dive update. It'll be a little bit longer and in depth when we have 140, 150 guys to go through and kind of comb through. Here it's hard to regurgitate the same 39, but I did want to drop a little information. Final thoughts out tomorrow, like I mentioned, on the Cup with Cup pod, plus all the premium content. One and done starts next week. Be sure to get into carboncontest.com, ran by our boy JB. He has a Carbon Cup as well, which is a season-long DK contest, which is tons of fun. Those leagues are up as well. Moose over at Fantasy National, they got their league going. It starts next week as well. You can go jump in it. As far as football content this week, fairly normal. I mean, I'll get with Ryan and kind of see how we want to attack the Saturday. I think will be a little bit easier to attack because we have some motivation there and unknowns that I think the Chiefs are going to come out and want to win and win good and then just hope the Titans lose. Cowboys and Eagles are both kind of fighting for seeding. We'll see, kind of dive into that. And then the Sunday one's week 18 or week 17 old school. It's always a difficult one, not one I normally spend a lot. I think there are edges and things to be had, but I normally dial back the bankroll in general, but we will still have you covered. And then, of course, Monday we roll into a full tournament for PGA. NASCAR will start rolling out here shortly. UFC back next week. NBA going daily. Really looking forward to 2022. I think Thursday, because we don't have like Thursday Night Football and all that, I'm going to try, if things work out, to do like a season-long, one-and-done bankroll management strategy show. So if you got questions on that, hit me up on Twitter or in the GC Warrior Room if you're a member. I'll get those answered, go through some things there. As I mentioned on the Smash Factor, we are starting our beta dashboard kind of environment for version 2 of our golf tools overhaul. I love what we have now, but we have we're going to do some minor things here shortly. Got a couple of meetings this week, some tweaks, some updates and stuff like that. But in the background, we're kind of revamping them like we did the NFL ones. Of course, all that's done in-house. And the Green Machine Optimizer has already been revamped. We'll continue to do it. So I'm looking forward to all that. Use the code CUP, get 20% off, includes a 7-day risk-free trial. Good time to come check us out. See what we're all about. If you don't like it, cancel. No harm, no foul there. I will see you guys tomorrow for the final thoughts. Have a blessed Tuesday evening. Good luck if you played some Showdown, college football bowl game tonight, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks.